I can use it in that. You need to. I'm shocked that I had never heard of this guy. I watched that video the first time and I ugly cried.
What do you think about that, huh?
It's got my wheels turning and
What do you think about that, huh?
that's the Jesus that Mormons believe in. Dallas Jenkins. Is that the Jesus that you presented in this TV series?
What do you think about that, huh?
Phenomenal album, Irons in the Fire, Zeta Blacksmith.
What do you think about that, huh?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unsolicited, episode 56. I'm your host, Norm, the Master's Dog Dunham, aka the Evangelical Norm. So Unsolicited is just that. This is my unsolicited opinion on arts and entertainment where it intersects with a Christian worldview. I do movies, books, videos, mostly music reviews, album reviews. That's the nuts and bolts of what we do around here. Sometimes what I do is solicited. I'll get people who will send me a video and say, hey, will you check this out? Tell us what you think, stuff like that. So, but again, the majority of what I do is Christian album reviews. Christian hip hop is kind of my wheelhouse. That's what I like. So that's what I listen to. And when albums come out, I review them and send it out to you so you know what's going on. But then I'm getting more into doing movies and stuff like that, especially Christian movies, and then things where, again, they intersect with the Christian worldview. So today I'm going to be taking a look at a video by a brother who has, I don't want to say it's a huge, but he's got a pretty good apologetics debate ministry going on. Chris Williams, KDub, does some rapping and stuff like that too. And today I've waited like almost 3 days to watch this video so I can give a raw reaction to what's going on. So I haven't watched this video. This is a video that he just put out, I think the day before yesterday, called I'm Black. I'm pretty sure this is going to trigger a few people if it's anything like Wokanda that he did. Wow, I think Wokanda was almost a year ago. It's been a while. So again, he is, I don't want to say he's a polarizing guy, but that just happens to be what happens with him because he's got a very conservative, very right-leaning worldview that he does. And then there are some people, especially on Facebook and stuff like that, who are a little more middle, right, center, left kind of thing, that don't really like what he says. So it's always an interesting thing to see what comments and so on come up on Facebook and so on. So we're going to take a look at this video. This is, again, it's called I'm Black. This is KDub and just released it. So I have not seen it yet. I have not watched this video at all. So this is going to be first time for me. If you've seen it, great. If not, it'd be first time for you. So let's get into it. And again, what I do is I just let it play. And if there's a point where I want to stop and talk about it, I will. Sometimes I just let it play all the way through and go back and analyze. We'll just see what kind of mood hits me. So here we go. This is it. I'm Black by KDub. Man, I love this song. Yeah. Yeah. Got a little Carlton vibe going on.
Oh. Now, Pastor country's really been getting on us about social justice issue. Just don't know what to do. If only there was a way to show my repentance. A black man! Yes, thank you! Ah, Pastor, I'm gonna text you. Come on, he's coming!
Okay, let me move my camera angle
The
so we're
black
not...
experience.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't want to block out the texts.
How are you today?
Whoa, take it easy, big fella. But wonderful weather we're having here in America, huh? How are you doing?
Yeah, how do you feel now that that racist, white supremacist, bigoted President Donald Trump is out of office, How's it going?
Well, see, actually, I was quite saddened because, let's look at the facts. Trump actually helped the black community. More jobs were provided to the black community more than any other president, more than Obama. Let's talk about Biden's racist comments he said about the black community. And then not to bring up, any Christian with any kind of hermeneutical exegesis and anything like that would know quite plainly the things that Biden supports, any Christian cannot support. Let's just look at the facts.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
You're not even black. I'm out of here.
Okay, so let me just say, it's a funny little skit that's going on. I see where he's coming from because, again, this is what happens to people like Candace Owens, Larry Elder, stuff like that. It's what Biden said. If you have a problem, you ain't black. And so it's the idea that if you don't identify with kind of the CRT stuff, then you're not actually experiencing the black experience, right? So that's kind of where he's coming from. Acting was horrible. Okay, I'm gonna just put it out there right now. But again, he probably doesn't have a great budget. He wasn't able to hire Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt probably wouldn't have even done it because he's more woke than that. But acting was bad. KDub, I love you, bad. But I'm besides the acting. This is not about the acting. This is going to be about what the song has to say. So, yeah, let's get to the meat of the issue, the heart of the issue, and I'll stop bagging on Chris's acting.
What about my black experience? I am black.
Yes, you are. Okay, so this is the other thing. I got to say it because it's stuck in my head right now. Even though he is like in a completely different beat, doing a completely different thing, I still am going back to, I can't even remember who played him. Oh my gosh. Jason's lyric, G Money, what is his name? Yeah, okay, but from CB4, where they went and did their solo things. I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blackity black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black. That's what's in my head, even though he's not even there. I love that movie. So, there you go. I'm probably going to make somebody mad because I did that.
Just in case you didn't know, I might wear a mega hat. I might give Trump dab. I am not Democrat. Just because I'm black, we are not all the same. Don't have to think the same. Yeah, cause I got my own brain. Might rock a Trump chain. Yeah, heck.
Okay, so obviously this is how we're going to do this video. We're going to stop here and there because there's a lot. And I don't want to miss it. So, again, here's the thing. And you'll hear it all the time. You'll hear it from people all the time. Well, the black race is not monolithic. They're not all one thing. There is a spectrum of thought on the in the people of color in the black race. In black people, there is a huge spectrum from Trump supporters, Candace Owen, KDub, Larry Elder, stuff like that, all the way over to the complete other side of things, far leftist. I don't know a lot of what they really truly believe on the left, but everything's racist. Everything is. Eugene Gu, and that guy's not even black. I think he's Asian, but I mean, this is a guy that tweeted the other day, the black dude that beat up the Asian lady in New York. He tweeted because that all happened because of white supremacy. So that's the other extreme. And then you have a whole gamut of people running in between that have different ideas. It's not monolithic, but there is an issue, and I don't know if he's going to address it in this, but if he doesn't, I think he probably is going to. He's going to hit on where my thought is, but if not, then we'll hit it at the end. But we'll let him keep going. So again, not all one. It's not groupthink. Each person has the ability to think on their own.
No, like woke. Nope. TRT is a joke. Yep. And if you disagree, yeah, I want all the smoke.
And he'll get it. I know he's going to get it. I haven't seen any of the comments because I've avoided this video on Facebook. Now that I'm watching and responding, now I'm going to be interested to go back and see what kind of smoke he does get from this. Because I know exactly who the people are that are going to give him all the smoke too.
All white on racist. No. Everything's not racist. No. It's sad I have to say this. Yeah. Put this on your playlist. I hate abortion. It's killing babies. Margaret Sanger's dream is crazy. I love my country. No, I'm not a white supremacist. I love my wife. She loved me. So glad she not a feminist. I'm black.
So here's the thing. I'm pretty sure K-Dub's wife is white. And I mean, this is just another tangent on the train of thought. The guy who tweeted about Bill Burr and his wife, and the whole issue of, Bill, just because you have a black wife doesn't mean you're not a racist. Some people just want to own their black sex slave and blah, blah, blah. Does that work the other way with white women who are married to black men? Are they white supremacists owning their, male black sex slave? Just curious. Maybe KDub can answer that question later.
Black. I'm black. And just in case you didn't know, boy, I'm black. I'm black. I'm black. And just in case you didn't know, yeah. They don't promote black conservatives. They'll accept with a preservative. They claim they want diversity. Now they just want the alternatives. I don't like hot sauce, I'm still black. But the movies are straight whack. They gon' want me hang for that. I tell them, run it back. They gon' call me Uncle Tom. Maybe they gon' call me Coon, but I'm still staying calm. Yo, insults it won't do. Tell Biden I am black. He was straight whack for that. And to those who agree, black ain't no ideology.
Okay, so I don't know if black conservatives get promoted or not. I don't know. I don't personally know a whole lot of black conservatives. So that's a statement I can't speak to. But the whole issue, I know he's going to be called an Uncle Tom. He mentioned Trump and said he might wear a MAGA hat and give Trump dap. And, that makes him an Uncle Tom. Pretty much off the bat with a lot of people. And again, I know exactly the people who are going to say it. And so, that's a reality. He's getting to a point that I was thinking about earlier. It's, everyone will say that the black race is not monolithic. They don't all think alike. But if you think this way, then you're not, you might be a white supremacist, or it's all because of, it's because you're brainwashed, or because of white supremacy, or it's because you're not black. And so that's the point that he's getting to in this. And this was one of the things that I was thinking of even just as he started.
I hate slavery. I hate segregation. Love being black, homie. I don't even know reparation. We are not all the same. Don't have to think the same. Cause I got my own brain. Might rock a Trump, yeah. Heck no, I ain't woke.
Okay. So again, and then there's the issue of reparations. That's a whole other topic, but again, I've seen it go all the way through from those who think we should just give every black person, should get their 40 acres and a mule or the modern equivalent. And then again, it's the questioning of how do you break that down? I mean, is there any legitimacy to any of that? I mean, it's a conversation that can be had. But again, not everyone thinks they need it. It's just like a stimulus check. I didn't think I needed it, but I spent the money.
No, CRT is a joke. And if we disagree, bring her here, I want all the smoke. All whites aren't racist. Everything's not racist. It's sad I have to say this, but put this on your playlist. I hate abortion. It's killing babies, barter, singers, dream, crazy. I love my country. No, I'm not a white supremacist. I love my wife, she love me. So glad she not a feminist. I'm black. I'm black.
And then again, I mean, we veer off into these side issues of abortion and feminism and stuff like that. And how do they intersect with the black experience? And again, KDub can speak to that. And there are going to be people who will look at those statements and just completely write him off as a sellout, as a coon, as a Uncle Tom, Oreo. You pick your degrading term, and it's going to be applied to him.
I'm black, and just in case you didn't know, boy, I'm black. I'm black. I'm black, and just in case you didn't know, yeah, I'm black. 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 Yeah, I'm black, and just in case you didn't know, yeah, I'm black. I'm black. I'm black, and just in case you didn't know, boy, I'm black. I'm black. I'm black, and just in case you didn't know, yeah.
All right, so there it is. I'm black. KDub. Yeah, it was a fun song. I like it. I mean, it's not in my top 20 favorite songs of all time, but I mean, it wasn't horrible. It was. I mean, it accomplishes what it needs to accomplish, right? Wokanda, I loved. I would almost put Wokanda top 20 of songs that I love. He did a great job with that. This was, I mean, if I'm going to get technical on it and stuff like that, it wasn't as good as Wokanda, but it wasn't horrible. I mean, I've heard far worse. I mean, I've listened to, just way worse. I've had people send me stuff and ask me, hey, will you respond to this? And usually if I get something sent to me with a request, whether it's good or bad, I'm going to listen to it and give my honest opinion. I've had people send me stuff that was so bad that I just forgot to respond. So this is not horrible. I love it. I love KDub. He's a great dude. I mean, I don't know him personally. I don't know him as well as I know some of the other guys in the Christian hip hop community and so on. I'm hoping one day when we can get down to Arizona that I can, find some time to hang out, chop it up with him, because he is a really, I mean, watching his videos and his debates and stuff like that, I love it. Here's the issue with this though. And it's the same issue that happens with, like, anytime I see a Candace Owens video that I like, or a KDub, or not KDub, Larry Peters, Vody Balcom, anyone that is very conservative and black. You get the sheriff dude, which I don't really follow him too much. Always has the big cowboy sheriff hat. I don't think he's actively a sheriff anymore. Brandon Tatum was one, but I just can't deal with him because he's I mean, he claims to be a Christian, is non-Trinitarian, and so yeah, I have completely different issues with him. I've really stopped listening to him, not because I agree with him in a lot of ways politically. I'm just not, until I can deal with him as a false teacher, I'm not going to deal with him as even a political commentator. But what happens is if I share any of these things because I agree with them and I think, hey, this is great, I think other people should hear what they say, I get accused of weaponizing black conservatives. When really, I mean, it's no different than when I share a video of Ben Shapiro or anybody else. I don't share them because they're black and I think, and this is the accusation that happens. You think that because you found some black person that agrees with you completely, you can share them and that's your secret weapon and everybody else should fall in line. No, I don't expect anybody to agree with everything that the people that I listen to are. But if I hear something that I like, I'm going to share it because I think other people should hear it. And I don't want to be accused of weaponizing black conservatives. That's the big problem. So even if I share this video, and I know people are going to do it, they're going to, I mean, I'm used to it and I'm okay with it. But again, I have friends, and acquaintances, we'll put it that way, because I mean it's not like I've sat down. I've had conversations with Kurt Kennedy through Patreon meetings that we have because I support Cross Examine on Patreon. So I would say I'm more friends with Kurt than I am with KDub. Kurt would say we're not friends. That's a whole other joke from an episode of the podcast. But we kind of know each other, but I mean, I wouldn't say he's like my best friend, or even I wouldn't, when I refer to him, when I quote him or anything, I say my brother or this guy. I don't refer to Kurt as my friend. Ivy Connerly, I refer to as my friend. Dusty Marshall, I refer to as my friend. These guys, but they're all on different areas of the spectrum. I mean, Kurt's not completely woke and completely leftist, but he's to the left of KDub. And then you've got Von Fraser, the artist formerly known as Jovan McKenzie, who is even further left. And then you get like Jackie Hill Perry and stuff, all these people that I love to listen to and I take counsel from, all along the spectrum of politics and so on. I mean, I don't know that any of them are like full on liberal, but some are more liberal than others, some are more conservative than others, and I love all of them. But I hate the fact that if I share one person, I get accused by others that I'm weaponizing these people. Right. And again, I'm not going to, I mean, I might share something. I've had like I've had a couple of disagreements with Kurt. And they've been aired out on like either Facebook or Twitter or something like that. But I mean, I don't hate him and I'm not canceling him or anything like that. I mean, we just disagree on things. I'm sure there's stuff with KDub I disagree on some things. We're not going to be, again, even in the Christian world, it's not monolithic. We have our disagreements, but I don't think anyone would ever, say I was weaponizing anybody else by sharing their videos or things because I agree with them. I'm like, when I find anybody, black, white, Asian, whatever, that I agree with, I want to share that because I'm like, look, someone who thinks I'm right or I think they're right or something like that. And again, it's not that I'm trying to weaponize them and say, here is someone that looks like you, that thinks like me, so you must think like me. No, I'm going to say, hey, check this out. This is a person that thinks like me, and maybe they might convince you. Again, that's all there is to it. But that, again, those are the accusations. And then, of course, you get Candace Owens, and I mean, we see it all the time. Cardi B and Candace Owens are just like, they keep each other up there in the trending because they go at each other so much. But if I share something from Candace, I am going to get the accusations from somebody along the line. Now, not everybody, but somebody is going to go, oh, you're just weaponizing her because she's a black person that agrees with you, so you think you can use that to share with other black. No, I share it with everybody. And that's the reality. And I'm going to share this video, and we'll see what happens. But KDub, great video, dude. Bad acting at the beginning, but next time we'll do a little fundraiser before, and we'll see if we can hire like Chris Pratt or someone to star in your next video. So loved it. Good stuff. There it is. That is I'm Black by KDub. Some interesting stuff. Check out his YouTube channel. I wish I had it off the top of my head, but I will find it. I think KDub True or something to that effect. But I'll put the link in the. I mean, he's got some amazing debates that he's done. I love this dude. Check out the encounter he had with Steven Anderson in the park in Phoenix. That's a fun one to look at. But yeah, check him out. Subscribe to his channel and subscribe to this channel while you're thinking about it. Hit subscribe, hit like. It apparently helps Mr. Algorithm draw other people to kind of like us, and so do that. And thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. As always, preach the gospel at all times. Use words; they're necessary. Until next time, Soli Deo Gloria.